we sometimes joke as the Afrikaner people, we say we skipped the Enlightenment because we have this joke, we say in Europe they were reading Jean-Jacques Rousseau while we were hunting elephants.
That was probably a better use of time than reading Jean-Jacques Rousseau anyways.
Yeah, so but that's important because I think it in a way shaped our culture in a particular way, and which is why the Afrikaner people at least are much more conservative, much more religious than many of our friends in Europe.
Should outline a little bit probably too the conflict between the Dutch, the Boers and the English.
Yes, I want to get to that now.
Now, were the Bantu also interested in agricultural settlement?
Yes, they were less nomadic than the Bushmen. Because what's also important, this is again why the history of land ownership is so complex, that was shortly after the Mfecane genocide, which was a genocide. Some figures estimate that about 1 million people were killed as a result of Zulu expansionism and a conflict between the Zulu king and Mfecane or Msilikatsi, who was I think he was a soldier in the Zulu kingdom, and he eventually had the Matabeles or the Ndebele people. And it was expansionist wars, and it spread out throughout the southern part of Africa. And there was mass extermination campaigns. So the scouts came back and they said in some places they found peoples living, in some places there was just no one, and in some places they just found bones, skeletons.
So there was evidence that there was good reason and possibility to get the hell away from the English and move the British and to move farther north and into the central parts of South Africa.
Yeah, towards where...
What sort of size geographical area are we talking about?
South Africa is about twice the size of Texas.
How many Boers, what year was the trek?
The 1830s.
1830s. And how many Boers participated in the trek?
I think about 2,000, if I recall.
And they used wagons and moved like that?
Wagons, yes, ox wagons. So they... Again, going back to the issue of conflict versus cooperation, there were many examples of cooperation and treaties, dozens of treaties that were signed with local tribes cooperating, but there was also conflict. And one of the most significant, or the most well-known battle was the Battle of Blood River, which was when the voortrekkers, as they were known, which essentially means pioneer, also another similarity. It means those who go out ahead. They were known as the voortrekkers. And so they had conflict with the Ndebele people of Msilikatsi, this soldier from the Zulu who was part of this,
So he was a rebel in the Bantu.
Yeah. He had conflict with the Zulu king. And then they also had conflict with the Zulus. And one of the battles, I should just mention this in passing, was the Battle of Vegkop, where the voortrekkers were attacked by the Ndebeles of Msilikatsi.